So how do we check certain parts on the front end of a semi to see if they're good or bad or not? Let's talk about kingpins. How do you inspect kingpins? All right, so one of the things that I'll do is I'll come over here and I'll actually put this in here, this bar right here. You have to make sure that you don't have a balancer in here because you'll bend it. All right? Now, you want to flip this over this way. You want to pick up on it and push in at the top of the tire like this. If you don't feel any movement, we'll do the same thing going down. You know, grab the bottom of the wheel, top of the wheel, push up and pull out, see if there's any movement. If you don't feel any give, then you're all right. Now, if you feel any give in there, I would suggest go ahead and getting you a dial indicator and checking it, right? But there's no point in using a dial indicator in the beginning to check it, because chances are if you are, then you're just trying to screw somebody over. Then you get you these big bad boys right here. 22-inch Nip-X. All right, so come over here and you're gonna check all your joints. Get over and squeeze them. Still got a little bit of play in there. That's acceptable. And you're gonna do that here and here. Now let's talk about spring bushings. You're gonna look up in here and you're gonna see if there's any rubber splitting out of it, because these are rubber bushings. You're gonna see if there's any rubber splitting out of there on both sides. If there's none splitting out, they're probably still good. Then in the back, you're gonna get you a long pry bar and you're gonna stick it in there, pull down on it, and see if it moves. Another thing while you're in there, you wanna look for any oil leaks or anything like that. Go ahead and check all your brakes, make sure your disc and your pads are good. And please understand you have to have it off the ground to do this. Another thing, you gotta check this joint right here. Move it back and forth, up and down, you know, make sure you're good there. Another thing you wanna do, you wanna push on the tire, back and forth. Check your movement. See how fast it's moving. Make sure there's no slop in your joint there or there. Another thing you want to do, you want to pull the cap off and you want to look in there and make sure that there's no disco party going on in there. Just go ahead and bite the billet and stick your finger in there. Ooh, it's slimy. Seems awfully thick. No disco party. Good to go. Main thing you want to do, you want to check all your parts before you do any type. If you got any parts bad at all, right? Except maybe the drag link. If drag link's bad, you can go ahead and, you know, do your alignment and all that. It's hard to center the steering wheel, obviously, but you can do your alignment with a bad drag link, okay? Because it's just pointless to do an alignment if you got bad parts. So, you know, the more you know.